Hello, all of you. This is Class 9th History, Lesson 2, Part 1 Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. In the previous chapter, we read about the powerful idea of freedom and equality because of French Revolution. And before the 18th century, society was divided into three estates, as we all know. Suddenly, after the revolution, it seemed possible to change this. In many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, new ideas about individual rights who control social power began to be discussed among normal peoples. In India, Raja Ram Mohan Rai and de Rosio talked of the significance of the French Revolution, and many others debated the idea of post revolutionary Europe. Not everyone in Europe, however, wanted a complete transformation of society. Means not everybody want democracy, but they have different ideas. Some were conservatives, liberals, and other were radicals. Now talk about liberals. It is one of the group of the society who want a nation with tolerated all religion. Liberals also opposed the uncontrolled power of dynastic rulers. They wanted to safeguard the rights of individual against government. They argued for a representative elected parliamentary government subject to law interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials, means they are free to take any decision on behalf of the country. However, they are not democrats. They did not believe in universal adult franchise. That is the right of every citizen to vote. They want right to vote only for the people who have property. They did not want the vote for women. Now radicals. They want a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. They supported women's suffragette movement. Unlike liberals, they opposed the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. They were not against the existence of private property, but disliked concentration of property in the hands of few peoples. Now conservatives. They oppose radical and liberals. After the French Revolution, even conservatives opened their minds to the need for change. Earlier in 18th century, conservatives opposed the idea of change. But by the 19th century, they accepted some change but believed that past has to be respected and change has to be brought about through a slow process. Now, a new industrial society came in Russia. It was a time of social and economic changes. So, new cities came up and new industrial region developed. Railways expanded and industrial revolution occurred. Because of industrialization, men, women, and children have work to do in factories, but their working hours are too long and wages were not so good. Unemployment was common during times of low demand for industrial goods. Housing and sanitization problems, since towns are growing rapidly because people want more and more houses in the urban area. Liberals and radicals search for solution to these issues, means how we can reduce the long working hour, poor wages, unemployment, housing and sanitation problems. Almost all industries were the property of individuals. Liberals and radicals themselves were often property owners and employers. Many working men and women who wanted change in the world. Now, the coming of socialism to Europe. By mid 19th century in Europe, socialism was a well-known body of idea that attracted widespread attention because Socialists were against property, private property, and saw it as the root of all. So, if society as a whole rather than single individuals controlled property, more attention would be paid to collective social interest. So, socialists wanted this challenge and campaigned for all. Some reformers have their different vision on socialist, as Karl Marx and so on. Support for socialism. By the 1870s, socialist ideas spread through Europe. To coordinate their efforts, socialists formed an international body, the Second International. Workers in England and Germany formed association to fight for better living and working conditions. They set up fund to help members in time of distress and demanded a reduction of working hour and the right to vote. In Germany, these associations worked with the Social Democratic Party and helped it win parliamentary seat. By 1905, socialists and trade unionists formed a Labour Party in Britain and a Socialist Party in France. Till 1914, socialists never succeeded in forming a government in Europe. Thank you. Hope you all like it.